If you at home experience any problems at the polls or with your absentee ballots, we here at NBC4, we want to hear about it.
Yeah, Jennifer Bullock is in the Better Call 4 Center. We're going to be there throughout the night taking questions, concerns, and working to get answers for you. Jennifer, this is going to be a big spot for you tonight.
Yeah, I think so, Brad and Darlene. Of course, as Danielle mentioned, one of the biggest issues, or a lot of reports we have received, at least at this point of the day, those long lines. Thankfully, it looks like things are starting to improve in several areas, but keep in mind the polls have been open for a while, will be open for the next 3.5 hours as well. So with those significant delays, we've seen some other issues as well, significant delays for voters over on the west side of town because of the fact that we had an issue with the electronic check-in system. That's what Secretary of State Frank LaRose said. So a lot of people reaching out to the Better Call 4 hotline saying that it took a while for them to get even to the point where they were able to vote this morning. In fact, we did get a message from Christy. She says only one person at her polling location, Crossroads United Methodist Church, that's over in the Hilltop area, was able to check in voters electronically. 1 out of 6 was able to do that. So they had to switch over to the paper option, which thankfully the Secretary of State says they have had that in place, and that was mandated back in July. So polling places are prepared for this if that is necessary. The good news is, too, that he says that this is not going to impact the voting machines or the voting itself. So just be mindful of the fact that if you do go to a polling location, they have those binders out to make sure that you're registered. That does not mean it's going to affect your vote. So just be mindful that you may still see a few lines, especially as we head toward the end of the evening, that you may not be able to check in electronically, but you still will be able to vote as long as you are in line by 7:30 this evening. Of course, as I mentioned, we'll be here all night, so if you have any issues, make sure you reach out to us.
All right, thank you so much, Jennifer. And if you experience any problems out at the polls or have Election Day issues or concerns, reach out to Better Call 4. The number there, 614-263-5555. Our lines are staffed 24/7. You can also send an email to stories@nbc4i.com. You can count on NBC4 all day for special election coverage. Jennifer will be in the Better Call 4 Center all night, keeping track of Election Day issues and working to get you some answers. Brad?